You just sat there smiling. Hello, welcome to another video on the channel. Of course. Hello, welcome to another video on the channel. Now today I am joined with the Passionate Piscator. And
hello.
We are at the Koi Lake at Angler's Paradise. And we can't believe that we are the only ones on the lake. It's hot. It's not the kind of weather that neither me or Steve like to be out in.
No.
But the fish, by the look of it, are already playing ball to some kind of description. Anyway, they're moving around. So we've baited up the margins around the lake, or around this sort of, the first corner that we're fishing.
I'm literally watching them now.
And watching them having a munch in the sun. So we're going to keep the spots topped up. And then we'll have a go in a little while.
Yeah, hopefully they're all lulled into a full sense of security. And
yes.
We'll better pick them off a little bit easier. But with koi, it's never that
No,
easy.
no. It would be nice to see if we can get some big koi. There are some very big koi in here. They're 15 odd pound they go up to, something like that.
Well,
Ish.
Apparently so, yeah. Have you had double figures?
No, just under.
I've had some double figures from here, so into 10.
It'd be lovely to get a 10. If not, just even the small ones here are just incredible looking fish.
The colours and patterns are just absolutely amazing.
Absolutely stunning.
Doesn't matter what size you get from here, that's for sure.
No, I'm just sorry. I was just watching a fish behind the camera, coming along the top of the water.
I see. I was watching him out the corner of my eye. It's too tantalising.
Right, shall we see if we can catch some?
Let's do it.
First fish, not quite the lunker that I was after. I was trying to hook this really big looking koi, and then this little fella came along and just snaffled the bread. But what a lovely little fish, and there's plenty of time to get a bigger one. Let's slip it back. Now, the tackle for this trip to the incredible Koi Lake could not be simpler. I have barbel rod, fixed spool reel, 8 pound line, size 8 hook, and a lump of bread. That's basically it. Obviously I've got a mat, a net, and if for some reason I want to fish out a bit further, which is kind of where you normally get the grassies, then I've got some controller floats with me. But the bulk, or the most of my fishing today, will be done with just a hook in the margins and spot finding, or fish finding, should I say. So just kind of baiting an area, a few dog biscuits, walk around like me and Steve have, like the whole bay, put some dog biscuits in the edges, and then walk back and see if we can find the fish. Now, that first fish that I caught was not the one that I was supposed to catch. There was an absolutely beautiful big black and white koi coming in and out. And he just come in, I dropped the bread, he come up, and then that little one just came from nowhere. But here's what it is. Must admit, I haven't really seen many koi back there at the moment, so I'll have a walk around, see if I can find some more. I'm slowly feeding the area. Now getting quite a few fish coming in. It's just selecting a nice one. I'm not overly fussed at this stage if it's the biggest one that I'm going to catch. I just want to get a really nice pretty fish, a black and red one, or a white and black one. I keep seeing this one with like a big red dot on his top of his head. The size is not what I'm after right now. Unless a massive one comes along, then I'll have a go for it. But for now, I just want to get a really nice fish. So stick a bit of bread on. See what we can find. That's the other thing they're very good at. It's coming up, taking the bread. Oh no, not the hook. Oh no. They leave that behind. It's the most exciting, awesome, frustrating fishing there is. Stop, I can feel you going. So look at this lovely fish, probably 4.5, 5 pounds. Beautiful, beautiful colours. Off the top on bread. Absolutely stunning. Let's slip her back. I just had a break for a little while, 15 minutes or so. It's important to, when it's this kind of heat, to just stop for a moment, have a little rest, have some water, and regroup, because yeah, you'll do your Sweden doing this kind of fishing. It's kind of intense, kind of staring and concentration in this kind of heat. Yeah, it's never going to end well. So I've put a few dog biscuits back in. There is a fair few fish coming through. Let's see if we can get a nice one. That was a really big fish. Massive red and black one. I don't know if you felt the hook, but he came up and took it lovely. Aye, aye, aye. That was very, very close. Oh, he's still there. So incredible, this lake, it really is. It's got to be the only one in the country like it. This lake is just full of really, really beautiful koi. Any colour you can think of. Well, mostly. No green carp in here as far as I know. But it's incredible. You get the odd grass carp mixed in. Oh, it's just an absolutely stunning place to fish. Beyond frustrating. I mean, it's kind of my own fault. I'm trying to select a bigger fish. I could probably get one of the small ones fairly easily, but the problem is, as I found with that first little fish that I caught, once you hook one, that's it. They disappear. They are gone for quite some time. So I'm trying to use my time wisely, see if I can get a bigger one to start with. Well, not to start with, it'll be the third fish, but you know what I mean. But they are going a bit. Steve caught one just now, a few swims up from me, and they just stop feeding. They are nothing like normal carp, these koi. That's the one that I want. It's like 3 or 4 that I've seen. Well, there's loads, but 3 or 4 that I really want. There's one with the big red spot on his head. I want that one. But they come in and they go so quickly. Just don't have time. And the way that they feed and bite, you know, normal carp can be fairly blasé most of the time. If there's a dog biscuit on the surface, they're hungry, they'll eat it. Some, you know, the big fish, maybe not quite so much. But these, they literally stare at the bait. There's loads of dog biscuits out there at the moment. You see them come up and they kind of just hover behind the bait. And then just slowly fade away if they're not happy with it. Really is frustrating. But I'm hoping it's going to get a little bit easier when the sun drops down a little bit. We can fish here till about 9 o'clock, I think, is when you've got to be off. There's a big look at him. Now that fish that just came into the swim, he literally come up, he mouthed it and then just shot off. But that fish was huge. That was by far my biggest koi that would have been. That was definitely one of the double-figured fish. That was massive. But that one, I've seen it like 2, maybe 3 times the whole time I'm here. It would just come in, take a few biscuits and then disappear and then come back quite a while later. I want to try and catch one and then I can have another break because I'm getting so hot. Well, I've got one on. If I'm honest, it wasn't really the intended one, but it's a fish. It's going to get me stuck in all these lilies here. Oh, God. No, I don't think it's a bad fish. It's just not one of the massive ones, but, you know, it is what it is. He just swam into the net. Which
Are able to be able to train my camera on these to get a bit of shot land.
Oh, look at this.
Every fish you've caught this holiday has done that.
Look at that. Now mine is a reasonable looking fish, lovely looking fish. Nice and white, but Steve's,
Da, 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 da.
look at that.
Look at that.
Mottled gorgeousness.
White and orange and black and all
Look at his
the
eyes,
colours.
how dark his eye is.
Big black eyes.
incredible.
Yeah, he's got black eyes the other side.
Absolutely stunning fish.
Amazing fish. This is why we love the Koi Lake here at Anglers Paradise.
Literally, you cannot beat it. Look at these fish.
You can see why, can't we? Look at that.
Absolutely stunning. Right, I'm going to get this fella back because
Yep.
he's just about to jump, I can feel it.
Of course he is. Mwah. Thank you.
Alright, let's let the fish go. Look at him. It's great for him to right himself in the net. Obviously it's so hot. It's important to make sure these fish stay in tip-top condition. This one's been resting in a net now for a couple of minutes and he's absolutely fine. So let's let him go. Doesn't want to leave, look. Doesn't want to leave. There he goes. Lovely. This is the life. It's not often this kind of thing happens, really. Magnificent lake, one of my favourite lakes ever, this lake. Koi Lake is definitely right up there for being just something special. And there seems to be some kind of, I don't know. I mean, I'm not, you know, I don't class myself as a carp angler. I like my carp fishing in the same way that I like my roach fishing. I like everything fishing. But But there seems to be some kind of thing with koi. Some people just really don't like fishing for them. I mean, there's this complex at the moment. It's not, I've been here when it's a hell of a lot busier than it is now, but there's still a fair few people here. And for not a single person to be fishing on this lake, it's crazy, absolutely crazy. I mean, it's hard going, it really is. If you want something big, really big, it is a very, very hard lake. But the rewards are there, and if you're not fussed, if you want to just catch koi upon koi upon koi of any colour, you're not going to get any better than this. You could put them out all day long if you just want, you know, £1, £2, £3 fish. Not a problem at all. Yeah, we have to sit, me and Steve. Steve's just around the corner doing a video, I think. We're just sat here. I've got Steve's chair next to me here. We've just been sitting out of the sun in the shade, just chilling. Absolutely beautiful, it really is. There's not many places that you can come and have an entire lake to yourself without some kind of pre-booking type, syndicate type, lake booking type thing. Which this isn't. You pay £5 extra, I think it is, on your, you know, on top of your general fishing permit ticket for this place. The specimen lakes do cost sort of £5 each extra if you want to fish them. But that's just because they've got the special fishing. And to keep it a little bit more selective, maybe. And that may or may not put some people off. I don't know. But I would happily pay £5. I'd happily pay a hell of a lot more than that to fish a lake that contains the kind of spectacular fish that this does. I would rather be nowhere else, in fact, nowhere, than here right now. Just quickly, Steve, 3 words.
3 words.
For this lake.
3 words.
3 words. How would you describe, or how could you explain this lake in 3 words?
There's so many words. I guess to describe the atmosphere, peaceful. To describe the fishing, magical. And to describe the company, awful. No.
It was awesome, not awful.
What's the word for the company?
Spectacular.
Is that what you'd say?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll let you have that. That's 10 quid. 10 quid. Well, sorry, later, off camera.
Right, finally, it's starting to feel a little bit more comfortable. There is about that much room until the sun goes down behind the trees. Then it'll be a hell of a lot more comfortable. I've got a few fish feeding out in front of me. Just trying to find the right one. It's been a fantastic day so far, though. I'll say day. We've only been here. What time do we get here? 3 hours, maybe? So we could have caught 10 times the amount of fish. But both me and Steve have both been looking for that special one. So we'll keep going and see what we can get. Well, it wasn't the fish I wanted. In fact, it looks exactly the same as the last one I caught. Maybe slightly bigger. But he's having a bit of a paddy. Oh, that was an absolute fail. There we go. Lovely jubbly. Jesus. There we go, look at that. Another white one, but this one's a bit bigger. Absolutely beautiful fish. Absolutely stunning. The colours, although it looks just white. Steve's just hooked a fish in the background.
Sorry.
Yeah, it's almost, I think Wilson kind of called them a metallic. It's kind of got that metallic kind of look to it if you look really closely. Absolutely stunning. Ooh. It's getting a bit angry, so let's get this one back. Ooh. As you can see behind me here, there's still a few fish having a munch. Really want a red and black one now, like dark red and black. I've had the orangey type colour earlier, but red and black, or white and black, but preferably not just white, as I've had a couple of those now. In fact, the first fish I caught, that little one, was white, and then I had a slightly bigger white one. I've had a slightly bigger white one. So unless it's an enormous white one, I want to see if I can get a different colour, I think. So let's see what we can do. Let me show you what I've used, or using at the moment. So I've used pop-ups, trimmed down pop-ups earlier, the fruit crush pop-ups, and had one of the fish on that. I also used a banded dog biscuit. Didn't catch anything on that, they saw it a mile off. And bread, I've had plenty of takes on bread. I don't think I've landed one on bread. But what's worked well for me is these. Now, yes, they look like normal dog biscuits, but I prepare these in a little bit of a different way. I mean, I'm sure loads of people do exactly the same thing. But I just get a tub, fill it up with dog biscuits, fill that up with boiling hot water, and literally as soon as you filled it, empty it. Make sure there is no water left in it at all. Stick the lid on, leave it overnight. Then what you get is these that look exactly like normal dog biscuits, but they are squidgy. And they are absolutely perfect. Every single one, it's just got enough squidge that you can hook them on. So they stay on really well, and they are very buoyant. You get the odd one, to be fair, that sinks. If you get a tiny little one, like that one there, it's quite small, that will probably sink. And it floated. But you get the odd one, but most of them, most of the time, float really, really well. And I just hook that on, leave enough point showing that I can actually hook a fish, but not enough of the whole hook that they can see it a mile off. That's kind of the key, getting the happy medium, and that's kind of what the last fish came on. So let's get one of these on, see if we can get another one. Little bastard. This again completely blindsided me. Another white one. This one completely blindsided the fish I was actually trying to hook. The other fish, it was a massive fish, came up just about to take dog biscuit, good as gold. And then this one nudged his nose out of the way and I couldn't stop it. But what a lovely fish. It's got a really nice kind of colouring on his forehead, this one. Absolutely stunning. Well, let's slip her back. See if we can get another one. What else are you going to eat when you're in Cornwall? Or Devon. But earlier on, myself and Steve We're down to Bude, or technically up to Bude, for one reason and one reason only, really. Pasties. They're so good. Well, finally, I think, got a red one. Not 100% sure, but it looked pretty red when it came up. I'm not even sure how big it is. I just really wanted a red one. Mind you, we haven't got it in yet. It would be an absolute... Oh God. Jesus Christ. A wave on the lead. It's fighting well enough to be a decent fish, but all of them have fought really hard at me. Look, definitely red. And black. Maybe a bit of white. Probably some orange. Oh, Jesus. I'll be lucky if I get this in now. Yeah, it's a very nice fish, and this is the one I've been trying to get, well, for a long time. Here he is. Woo! Long last. Don't know if it's a PB. My PB is only, actually I can't remember what it is. Either 8 or 9 pounds. Doesn't think it's quite that big, but wait till you see this. All right, let's get him out, get him on landing mat.
Right, oh, what are we saying? Okay, so we just decided to call it the end of the day, but with angling, as we all know, there's always one last fish. So we said,
And look at these absolute stunners to finish the day off.
look at
But
this.
Steve was 8-4.
8-4.
Mine was 8 on the nose.
8 on
wasn't
the
it?
nose. Absolutely amazing.
What a day.
Biggest
It's been
fish of the day.
Brilliant.
And it's the last fish of the day. How lucky are we? Absolutely unbelievable.
Incredible fish. Well,
Bacoy Lake, eh?
it's
Angler's paradise.
absolutely fantastic.
It's where memories are made and magic is created.
Fishing
Cheers
with
to Zig Gregorek.
awesome friends.
Yes,
Here we go.
absolutely. Well, thank you very much for watching.
Please like and subscribe to the channels.
Yes, both of them. I'm the Passionate Piscator,
And I am an everyday angler.
and we will see you next time on the bank. Cheers.
See you later.
Mwah.